Hello friends, thank you for joining me. Today we'll practice a 17-minute flow. We'll begin on our backs, breathing, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhales to match. Perhaps taking a hand to the belly, just so we're aware of the breath moving in and out of our bodies. Drawing the knees into the chest, finding any organic movement that feels good for you, perhaps rocking back and forth or drawing circles with the knees. Exhaling, extending the legs long, the arms over the head, extending the fingertips, pointing the toes, recognizing your body and how it feels. Exhaling, drawing the knees back into chest and hug them in tight. Perhaps on your next exhale, you draw the chin to chest, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, releasing the shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, lowering the head back to the earth. Exhaling, extending the legs long for legs up a wall. Flexing the feet back towards the shins. If you need to support the legs, feel free to reach around and take hold of the thighs or the back of the knees. Bending the knees if you need to. This is your practice. You're not in competition with anyone. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Legs up a wall is so good for our immune system. It gives it a boost. Exhaling, drawing the knees to chest and hug them in. And finding any organic movement that feels good to you here. Drawing circles with the knees or rocking back and forth. Releasing the knees and meeting me in seated. Our legs are crossed, the spine is lengthened, the crown is upwards. Perhaps moving a little flesh away so that our sits bones feel nice and grounded. Inhale, the arms rise, the palms are extended. Exhaling, pressing the palms towards the earth. Finding a little gentle movement with our breath and movement. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhaling, twisting to our left, wrapping the arms around our waist, extending the crown upwards, the spine is lengthened. And coming back to center and changing our feet. So whatever foot was on the bottom, put it on the top. Inhaling, drawing the arms up, and as you exhale, twisting to the opposite side. Wrapping the arms around the waist, extending the crown upwards, lengthening the spine. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And coming back to center. Rolling out the shoulders, finding some organic movement that feels good for your body. Maybe you roll the shoulders forward and backwards. Creating little hip circles, finding stillness, focusing on our breaths. And when we intentionally focus on our breaths, set an intention in our yoga practice, we are essentially living out what Paul wrote in 1 Thessalonians 5:17, praying without ceasing. Moving through a few seated cats and cows. On your inhale, the belly extends forward, the head back. Exhaling, rounding the belly, tucking the chin. Moving with your breaths, connecting the breath with the movement. Coming back to center. Moving into your table. Our shoulders and wrists, our knees and hips are all stacked over one another. The shoulders are released away from the ears. The gaze is to the top of our mat. Cats and cows on your inhale, dropping the belly. Your exhale, rounding the belly. Being very intentional with your movements, with your breath. Recognizing what your body feels like, how your breaths are moving through your body. Coming back to center. And as we prepare for side plank, we'll start with modified plank. Kick-standing the right leg out to the side, extending the left long. And on your inhale, drawing the left arm up, stacking the shoulders, perhaps taking the gaze. Maybe you try to bring the right foot to meet the left foot for full side plank. Engaging the core, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Releasing the right knee back to the earth, coming back into your table. Shoulders and wrists, hips and knees are stacked. Extending the right leg long, kicking into that toe, getting a nice hamstring stretch. Kick-standing out our left leg, our right arm rises on our inhale. Now trying for full plank, bringing the left to meet the right foot. Engage the belly. Breathe, you've got this. Exhaling, drawing yourself back into table. Shoulders and wrists, knees and hips are stacked over one another. The gaze is to the top of the mat. Tucking the toes as we prepare for our first down dog. Inhaling, the hips rise. Perhaps walking out the feet, lifting one heel, then the other. Finding some organic movement that feels good for you here. And coming back to center, pressing the chest towards the thighs. On our inhale, rising to the toes. Exhale, pressing the heels to the earth. Inhale, rising to the toes. The gaze goes forward. Exhale, heels to earth. Taking our gaze to the top of the mat and making little tiny baby steps into a forward fold. Perhaps finding some organic movement that feels good for your body here. Maybe swaying the hips back and forth. Maybe placing the hands underneath the toes. Finding your next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, the arms rise. Hands at heart center as you exhale. Inhale, drawing the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending the knees, the arms rise. Hands at heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Palming the mat and stepping back into your plank or modified plank by dropping the knees to the earth, untucking the toes. Option here to add in a few push-ups before chaturanga. You got this. You can do it. If you choose to go into your chaturanga, the elbows kiss the ribs as you slowly lower yourself down. Inhaling, pressing up into cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, down dog. Looking at the space in between your hands and making little baby steps to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, bending the knees generously. rising. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending the knees, the arms rise. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Palming the mat and stepping back into your plank. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Adding in a few push-ups if you would like before your vinyasa. Kissing the elbows in. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering yourself. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, down dog. Exhaling, allowing the knees to kiss the earth and finding your child's. Inhale, slightly lifting the chest, threading the right arm under the left, allowing the right ear to go towards the earth. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling, drawing the right arm out, extending it to meet the left. Inhaling, drawing the left, threading under the right. Inhale, lifting the chest, extending the left to meet the right arm, allowing the forehead to rest on the earth, perhaps bringing the palms together, bending the elbows, and having prayer hands right over your head. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling, drawing yourself up for table. Our shoulders and wrists, our hips and our knees are stacked. The shoulders are away from the ears. The gaze is to the top of the mat. Moving with your breath through cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, raise the belly. Recognizing what your body feels like. Being intentional with your movement, with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Perhaps you exhale and round the belly. Hold that, tuck the chin. Exhale, release. Crossing the feet and rolling over and meeting me at the top of your mat, legs extended long. Maybe moving around the flesh so your sits bones are nice and grounded. The toes are extended towards the shins, the hands down by the side for staff. Inhale, the arms rise, and as we exhale, reaching for the toes and forward fold. It's allowing gravity to take place, perhaps bending the knees so the chest is resting on the thighs. Inhale, rolling up, stacking the back, one vertebrae at a time, releasing the shoulders, untucking the chin. Bending our knees and planting the feet about hip distance apart. Maybe you need to move around a bit so that you feel the sits bones nice and connected into the earth. Preparing for figure 4, crossing that right foot over the left knee, reaching under with the right arm and drawing that right leg in closely, keeping the foot flexed, the spine is long. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Releasing the right foot, readjusting the sits bones, crossing the left foot over the right knee, flexing that foot, reaching under with the left arm and drawing in that leg closely. Keeping that foot flexed, the spine is extended, the crown is extended, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Releasing the left foot, extending both legs out long in front of you. Our hands are out, And on your exhale, slowly with control, lowering yourself all the way down to the earth. Breathe. Adjusting the hips, releasing the shoulders away from the ears, extending the feet long, the hands are out by our sides. Just taking a moment to recognize what our body feels like. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. On your next exhale, drawing the knees into chest and hug them in. Perhaps finding some organic movement, maybe rocking back and forth or drawing circles with the knees. Releasing the knees, allowing the soles of the feet to come together and the knees to fall open for reclined butterfly. Releasing the shoulders away from the ears. It has been said that we hold a lot of our stresses in our hips and in our shoulders, and reclined butterfly has helped some to release that stress. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Extending the legs long as we prepare for our final resting, our resting angel. Perhaps walking the feet out to the outer edges of your mat. The palms are up and receiving. The shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. The body is heavy, melting into the earth. And whenever you are ready, rolling to the side, hugging in your body, just thanking yourself for showing up, for moving. And when you are ready, extending the top leg, pressing in with the top hand, drawing yourself up for seated. Thank you, friends, for practicing with me.